Yes.
My brother was diagnosed with cancer about, I think it was 3 years ago now, and it was already so far gone and in too many places. They didn't even know where it started. He didn't have any symptoms, unfortunately, so there was no, they didn't find it until too late, and he lasted for about 18 months after that, and has since passed away. So we, as a family, thought, we better make sure that we're doing whatever we can to try to find something there. Even if there's no symptoms, doesn't mean there isn't anything there. So I went to the doctor, and he sent me for a number of tests, and one of which was the PSA, and I had PSA tests done previously. So there was an elevated PSA level. So I went back for a second time just to double check. He sent me back for a second one, and it was still showing elevated, so he referred me to Dr. Mulligan, neurologist, and Dr. Mulligan did a biopsy, and we found that there were cancerous cells in the prostate, and so Dr. Mulligan said, you can try watchful waiting if you want, but you'll be on a very short leash because it looks like it's aggressive cancer, and recommend that you do something about it. So we looked at the options, and ultimately I decided on radiation treatment. My experience with the healthcare system and the QEH, all the stuff I've gone through in the last year was fantastic. Everything was done quickly, and everybody I dealt with was great. Like when Dr. Mulligan, when he first informed me, he sat down, he probably spent an hour with us going through it, my wife and I. Just gave me the options and left it up to us to make the decision that was best. Treatments were in the afternoon, so we tried to keep them, roughly the same time each day. So I worked every morning, and then whenever the treatment was, I would do a little work at home either before or after. So I was able to actually work through the whole thing. It didn't, it's not like chemotherapy. There's not really any great side effects during the process. It's a fairly simple procedure. I was in and out of there most times in in a half an hour.
To have to do multiple trips across the bridge for medical care and visits, it's expensive and it's time consuming and frustrating for people. So obviously to be able to do it closer to home is an advantage.
Just became part of the routine, actually, and the people there were fantastic, and it felt so welcome going there and so well cared for. It's fantastic. It was all about you. They just make you feel like you're the only person there that needs to be looked after, and they look after your needs. And then the radiation technicians and Dr. Pan, the radiation oncologist, and the doctors and nurses who do the regular checks, once every week or two during the treatment. And I have nothing but positive to say about my experience at the QEH and with the health system here in PEI in general.